All right, welcome back. So, just as promised, I am recording the lesson that we did on Monday, just for those of you who were not there for our Zoom meeting Monday morning. And so, our lesson is on what are the parts of a plant? So, first of all, we have to start off with seeds because seeds are very, very important. So we start off with seeds. They are very important because seeds are the ones who are making the new plants. Now we had gone over what seeds were before and the things that seeds need in order to grow into plants. Okay, so then after that, of course, when they're plants, what do the plants need from there too? So we had talked about a couple of things. We had talked about that seeds need soil, right? We need sun, we need water, right? The seeds need water. They need air, because in order for them to breathe, and they also need space. So the space is so that the plant, when it grows, it has enough room to grow as wide or as tall as possible. Okay, so those are the 5 things that it needs, a seed. Now, once the seed is in the soil and it has all the needs are met, then we start off with the parts of a plant. So for example, that day I told you that you can use your body to remember the parts of a plant, okay? So just like you see the little girl, her feet are like the roots, so your feet are like the roots of a plant. Your body is the stem, just like the plant, and then our arms are the leaves of a plant, okay? So we have body parts and a plant also has body parts, right? So that's how we can remember. We can remember roots, stem, and leaves. Okay, so that's how we'll remember. It's roots, just like our feet. Stem is the body, and the arms are the leaves. Okay. From there, we began with roots. So we have to look at our vocabulary word is roots. Roots begins with the letter R, then OOTS. And these roots are underground. We don't see them all the time because these are down. They're in the soil underground, okay? So this is the only thing that we won't be able to see in any of the plants that we see outside. We don't see the roots. The roots are underground. We only see what's above. So we start to see from the stem and up. So the roots hold the plant in the ground, okay? That's what keeps our plant steady and then for not to fall. How does a plant begin? So let's dig in. Most plants start as a seed, so just like I said before. The seed then splits open and a shoot pushes out. So this is called germination. So this is when the seed is starting to grow. And a new plant is beginning, okay? A seedling starts to grow. So as you can see, the roots reach down into the soil and a stem pushes up into the air. So just like I mentioned before, roots are underground, we don't see them, and then we start to see a stem pushing up into the air. Now we're going to continue with our word stem. So this is our next vocabulary word. And we have stem. Stem begins with the letter S, then comes T-E-M, stem. Now the stem is what we're going to see above the ground. The stem helps the plant stand up tall, right? So just like our body, this is our body, and it helps us stand up tall, right? Good. A plant grows just like you. A plant grows bigger and bigger. The roots spread out and down into the soil. The stem gets thicker and stronger, and then more leaves and branches grow. Okay, so everything, any living thing is going to grow. Okay, just like us, we grow and we grow and we get stronger and taller, right? So that's the same thing that happens to the plants. Next, we have the next body part, the next part of the plant, which is leaves. Once we have the stem grow, then we're going to have leaves growing. Leaves begins with the letter L. Then comes E-A-V-E-S, okay? So leaves soak up the sunlight, and they're a very important part of the plant because the leaves are the ones that are soaking up all the sunlight and all the food for the plant to grow taller and stronger, okay? So what do plants need? This is something that we've been talking about for weeks now. So plants need these things in order to grow. They need soil, water, food, sunlight, air, and space, okay? Water and some food come from the soil. The roots soak them up. Sunlight and air enter through the leaves. Plants use them to make more food. Plants also need space to grow. So those are the things that we were talking about before we started, okay? So they need that space in order to grow. And then as you can see in the little diagram, we have the roots, we have soil, we have the sunlight and the air. Those are all the things that the plant is still going to need. So remember, our seed needs these things before, okay? And then once it starts to grow into a plant, then these are still the things that our plants are going to need. They're still going to need all of these things. Next, we continue with flower, which is the part of our plant. So flowers begins with the letter F. Next comes L-O-W-E-R-S. Flowers are the part of the plant that make seeds and fruits. So this is why our flower is also very important, because it's making the seeds. The seeds is what's going to start this whole entire process, okay? So the seeds, we need seeds in order for us to have new plants. So the flower is very, very important as well. Remember, all the parts of the plant are very important, but we do need seeds, okay? So just don't forget. So flowers bloom. Many plants grow flowers. They start as a bump called a bud. So like you can see there in that picture, it's a little bud like this. It's like this, right? So I could show you just like this. It's like this. Then the bud slowly opens, petals gently unfold, and then it spreads out like that. Surprise! It's a flower, okay? So that's the last part of the plant. Now let's sing this song, okay? Ready? So we're going to sing this song that's going to help us remember the parts of a plant. And it goes to the tune of The Wheels on the Bus. So it says, the roots on a plant grow underground, underground, underground. The roots on a plant grow underground. Roots are a part of a plant. The stem on the plant hold up the leaves, up the leaves, up the leaves. The stem on a plant hold up the leaves. Stems are a part of a plant. The leaves on a plant are making food, making food, making food. The leaves on a plant are making food. Leaves are part of a plant. The flowers on a plant are growing seeds, growing seeds, growing seeds. The flowers on a plant are growing seeds. Flowers and seeds are part of a plant. Alrighty, so that was our lesson for that day, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember